But we need the 400k followers first.
But they'll just sell it. They'll sell it, Dan. They'll probably get scammed for it because who's going to actually pay money for like that much money for a skin anyway?
I don't know,
With any luck, Dan.
I don't know who spends thousands of dollars on skins, James. I don't know.
Well, not one skin, Dan. Well, with any luck, they'll just give it straight back to me and say, "Here, James, this is for you." All right, pistol round. Team Solo Mid starting the CT side once again. Hopefully, it'll be better for them than the last one was. You will see a tighter game.
They went for a quick push on B storage. I like that idea, and you can see how well it works because now they got the information despite losing Pimp. They got the rotation in, and Cajun B's locking down that vent room. That's really huge, but now in doing so, they've given up presence on mid, and they themselves are being flanked. It's going to be Taz coming in from the back, but Cajun B picks up another frag. This guy has gone huge for his team. TSM now have a chance in this one. And Cajun B, he's got an ace. If he wants this, he gets the 4th kill, but now he's low, 20 health left. 3 bullets too. He's just firing off bullets. He has no idea he's run out. And he does switch over, finding a gun on the ground. Coming out for these shots there on 7 HP now, but it just takes 1 bullet to the head. And Taz will go down, and he's on the angle, but Taz can't find him. Oh, Cajun B, he manages to pull it off. He gets the ace. What an amazing individual performance from Cajun B. And Team Solo Mid, they get the start that they needed.
That was really important. And after he crossed the opening onto B, he had the positional advantage because he could rotate to various places, hide behind various things. Taz still went for the chase, obviously. He could try and run back and get the bomb, but then he would have no idea where his opponent was. So went for the information play, tried to engage, didn't go his way, and TSM take the pistol. See the P90 out on Dupree. Cajun B going straight for an M4. FAMAS party for the remaining players.
Yeah, I mean, Cajun B getting it $1,500 for winning all those players. So
Taz gets stinked.
Snacks in now, able to take down Pimp, going to be able to pick up the weapon as they move in. And they've got quite a scary push into this bomb site now, but that rain of bullets in from the FAMAS is certainly going to cause some issues. Carrigan finishing off one. Cajun B's nade picking up Taz, and now it's Neo to cause some shenanigans here as he moves in. Neo looking for the angles, looking for somebody to peek him.
Because he's still got the bomb. I was going to say, if he tried to waste a bit of time, he may have forced a rotation from the CTs, unbeknownst to him, because he has no idea where they are anyway. He's probably assuming that there's at least one on the B bomb site since they didn't have vision of the bomb. But was not the case. And Team Solo Mid take their second round. Took a bit of damage there, but they've got the round, and that's what counts at the end of the day, Dan.
It is. It's good that you know how Counter-Strike works.
Yeah, I read the manual on the way here on the plane.
Nice.
It was great. W is forward, Dan.
I
Maybe you could use that key for W.
I got the manual, but it's in the wrong language, so I didn't read it.
Well, that sucks, Dan.
It was in Svenska.
A is left. I haven't worked out what right is yet.
Jag inte förstår svenska. So Virtus.Pro just playing it slow for the potential aggressions of TSM. I mean, there's really no reason for them to actually just rush in.
Carrigan looking for that AWP play just with the USP. He's going GoldenEye style, N64, Dan.
I mean, like, the thing is, right, is that TSM in the first 40, 50, 60 seconds could just go for a bit of an aggression, go for a little bit of a peek. There's a chance that they will do that, that could happen. And so Virtus.Pro want that to happen because that information play will be a risk by the CTs in a closer range engagement opened up for the Ts to overwhelm that CT. So they're just wasting the time because they don't have to go really fast. They can now, still have time to make a push and win a rounds. But to go through the smoke, that's really cool. That's not going to be expected. That wall of smokes was supposed to be a B split, but no, they trick them. And they do get 2 frags out of it. Sipnix picks up another one, does drop the bomber, and Cajun B is locking down the connector. So they're handling this quite well despite the loss of 2 players, but Pasha going to make it 3. Ooh, snapped. Okay. But I love that idea. It's just like, wall of smokes. We're totally going to be split, guys. It's very, very cute stuff there with the pistols.
They baited the CT to look for the information. They put a bit of sweet corn on the line, Dan. All he saw was yellow. Went to bites. Got his face ripped off.
I love sweet corn. Corn on the cob. I haven't had corn on the cob in ages.
No, I like it in a can, Dan. I like it fully prepared.
In a can?
Yeah, absolutely.
With preservatives and everything.
I haven't talked it through, Dan.
All right, well, we do have a nice defensive line here. 3 players in vent room. I love this defense because they have such a fast response into mid, and Carrigan is doing decent damage. Did pick up a frag there, and now Dupree can pick up the AWP. And sure, they don't have device working with that AWP, so that is always a little bit sad. But these guys, they're pretty good. They are pretty darn good. We do get KGB getting challenged there, and he's going to be able to lock this down still. And they've got a good grip of what's going on the map. But Virtus.Pro still with 4 players left alive can certainly do a lot of damage here. They can still go for that delayed mid take, and it looks like they want to get the delayed mid take. 2 players over the top for them, as they do have 1 man in A main. 45 seconds left for them to find a play here, and looks like they want that A split. And there's 2 players on the site for Team Solo Mid. Next there on the vision towards A main. Going to be the first point of contact there, looking to peek. I think he spotted a player. There it is, he spotted one. Sees all 3. Rotation comes in. Now Pimp has to get a nice spray down. He gets both players. Just Bialy and Neo left, and the plant's going down. Surely Pimp heard that. Is reloading though, can't do anything about that.
I think he's waiting for his teammates, rather than just run in there on his own. Come in with additional support, additional firepower. They have a man advantage. It was 3 versus 2, now it's 2 versus 1, now it's 1 versus 1. But if only 18 HP will fall.
Great Molotov.
And Dupree will be able to find out the fuse. Has got the AWP as well. But look at the cost. We've got 9 people dead, Dan. It's a massacre.
You know, they say one death is a tragedy, 9 is a statistic. Does it go like that?
I don't know that. You told me.
I think it's thousands, James.
I think for the sake of Counter-Strike, I don't know that. I need to think about this. I need time.
You need to do a lot of thinking. Especially about like, the camp and the cold start.
Yes, I need to look at the label now.
Quick push over the top in middle. And this is something that I don't see enough lately from teams, these quick mid pushes. Of course, there is reasons for that. But this time they're going to actually flush the CTs out of middle. Cajun B is still in the vents though, and they haven't Molotoved it yet. But they are kind of prepared for him to peek out still. Ollie is going to get caught in the side, and now they wish they had a Molotov for the vents to flush out Cajun B before he could have got that frag. But that's going to put TSM in a nice position. 4 on 3 again. Splitting, well, actually just 2 on the A bomb site. They got 1 guy in connector. Carrigan's going to pick off Taz, and Pimp going to get flashed in. And that's beautiful. Now they know what's going on. They make that proactive play. And Virtus.Pro are going to move into the B bomb site, and TSM should understand that this is very likely to happen, having just cleared out A main. In they go, and the counter grenades are in there. It's just on Neo. His man-at-arms goes down. Pasha is down. Neo is down, and the round is won by TSM. They are playing a great CT side so far, and Virtus.Pro, with that quick push over the top, it could have gone a lot better if only they had that Molotov for the vents. And actually, often when teams do that for the A split, the Molotov can come in from, you can throw one from, I think Devil showed this in the video a long time ago, from around here. Throw it all the way in there. And that's a really, really nice one to clear out the guy from the vent if you're going for a mid take.
Yeah, it's nice also because it's completely safe as well in comparison to throwing it in mid where you'd be completely exposed.
There's a lot of set grenades you can do to really creatively and very effectively shut down all angles from middle for the CTs. But anyway, we'll go back to that point later on. We do have a quick push with the Tech 9s, and so far so good here for Virtus.Pro. They get the first kill. Can they get the bomb down? Bialy going to snap the neck of Pimp. Close range with that Tech 9. And they just need to get the bomb down. It's on the floor at the back of the site, and Bialy goes for the peak instead of the plant. Oh, disaster here. They only got 2 players and no bomb down. They really could, James, they could have got the bomb down there.
Yeah, we know that, but do they, Dan?
But Bialy was facing instead of planting behind the smoke, James. I guess
if he doesn't face, then it's 3v1.
Yeah, I guess maybe they just didn't communicate that the bomb was down. That's also very possible. But either way, it's going to be a bad look for Virtus.Pro, who are down 6-0 now. However, it is a pretty CT-sided map. Virtus.Pro need to get something out of Pasha here. He spots the man, and that's a really strong response there. Very quick is Pasha with the AWP. Cajun B goes down. Lots of time left in the rounds for Virtus.Pro. And perhaps they could, if they go for a bit of a middle take in the next 30 seconds, they could really build into that B split now. They've eliminated Cajun B, and he's been a very powerful force at B. So that could be a weakness for them to press.
Is that why it's called Cajun B?
Perhaps it is.
Because he's a B player. Well, maybe we'll ask him after the game, but for now, TSM are a man down. Round has slowed down. Don't know where the bomb is just yet. It is in A main, as you can see, and the Polish army are starting to pile towards that site, as heading towards the door at the moment. And you can see only Zipnix is in position. Dupree rotating, leaving only one player. Pasha is just too much to handle. He's like Popeye with an AWP at the moment. He's been eating his spinach, and it is paying off for him.
Dupree's in so fast though. He's getting the spray down, gets 2 players quickly, and the response is there. But Carrigan and Pimp now have a chance, thanks to that really aggressive play where Dupree just didn't wait. But Pasha takes down Pimp, and also it's just down to Carrigan now. He moves in close with the AWP, and Pasha's close with the Glock. Goes for the jump and not ready to get the trade, and oh, he doesn't get the next shot. Pasha gets the no-scope, and Virtus.Pro pick up around 6-1 now, and you know what? TSM don't actually have all that much money.
Similar story then. Again, they've been winning some rounds with only one person surviving, so lots of cash being spent on both sides here. Good for the economy, but not for the teams. They managed to get another AWP out here on the TSM side, so AWP versus AWP, obviously Pasha holding the second one. Zipnix only with PC-50, and it will be Carrigan falling behind the sandbags in mid. And TSM only trying to hold mid with one person versus 3-4 of Virtus.Pro. That is an easy mid take for them. That's going to give them a lot of options here with lots of time on the clock.
Yeah, TSM didn't go for the standard like 3 opening players towards mid, then spreading out towards A and other places. And Virtus.Pro actually exploited that pretty effectively. This is a meta game thing actually. And here you go. Zipnix does take down Pasha. It's PC-50, and it's a 3-on-3 now. They make their way in for the final push onto the EA bomb site. And you know what? It's just Cajun B left now. He's probably more interested in saving this. He doesn't even have a kit. He doesn't even have any armor. Just went for the glass cannon buy on the AWP. And certainly going to be very tough for him to actually keep this alive if Virtus.Pro decide to go hunt him down.
Pasha is like a bull in a china shop right now. He's just destroying everything,
but there is
leaving terror in his wake, Dan.
So there is this metagame concept on this map where a lot of teams, they like to do that 3-man into middle straight away, because what that means is that you can then get like an AWPer who can watch for the boost. You get the quick smoke down on this area so they can't just freely peek, and then you can run the other guy up to A. And the reason why you have 3 here at the start is so that you can nade, get your AWPer safe and in position, and cutting down these angles. And also it means that you can have very fast response towards both sides, and like you keep control of the events as well for your B players. So in doing that, of course, if the Ts do go for a super fast mid play, then you shut it down straight away. But the weakness there as well is fast pushes onto A or B, because, or well, rather A, because B is easier to rotate to, but in from that setup. But we saw them go for a really, really fast push on middle, sorry, and they're doing it again. And there's just not the players here from TSM to actually stop this. There is a guy on sandbags though. I don't think they saw him yet. And he's going to peek out and he's just going to get a couple of shots, but Carrigan won't finish anybody off. But yeah, the point there is that if you assume that they won't go there because they're assuming your 3-man setup, and they do it, then they're basically playing the meta game and abusing a weakness just because of how the game is supposed to be played at the moment. The strategies that are in vogue at the moment. You know, having Cajun B proving quite effective here at the end with this AWP.
The bomb's down as well, and he's got vision of it. So this is a very interesting situation which he could potentially win. But Pasha is just too much at the moment.
Yeah, he's been so consistent. It's actually quite scary.
I know. I haven't seen him playing this well, this consistently for a very long time. It feels.
Yeah, he's basically stepped up as a star player.
I mean, he's been playing well, but he's playing like even better. Like he's playing.
Yep.
He's just super dangerous right now.
And we can see in this round we're going to have 2 men close.
Finally,
middle.
The CTs have increased their presence. Look, 3 people there now.
And this is also like a bit of a meta game consideration. You're like, okay, timing wise, they're not going to hit A really fast. We don't need a player in A at the moment.
Nobody in A. They smoked it off here. You can see that smoke is dead in the middle as well.
They've got to be careful though, because the timing eventually is going to be bad. So they've got to get a player in position on the site. And if they do that too slowly on A, then they're going to be in really, really hard times. And Zipnix now has got a huge job to do.
Pasha's going fishing.
And Carrigan will get eliminated straight up. As Virtus.Pro get another pick thanks to Pasha. And they are just one by one dissecting this play, this defense of the Danes. But trade finally does come in, but still 2-man advantage that Virtus.Pro to be taking another round as the remaining CTs want to hold on to their guns because their economy is in tatters.
Yeah, but that engagement right there is a lot of information for Virtus.Pro. You can see the flank coming in from all the players. They're like, bomb, what bomb? They're coming for these guns.
Yeah, Cache is actually a really interesting map in the ways that you can play it as CT. There's other ways you can open up the rounds as well, like by playing like aggressively on A main, Squeaky, or even on B storage to actually try to get the early information or even get the picks, because often it can be the case where a team will, let's say, send just one guy to B storage just to harass. And for example, if it's NIP, they send GetRight, and GetRight's actually really good at doing that, because GetRight sometimes he like moves around all the smokes, all the nades, and then gets himself here, and sometimes gets a frag onto the site just by himself. I think GetRight's the best player I've seen doing that recently, and those players are really dangerous. But if they're playing by themselves, you can overwhelm them. You get the information what's happening B storage. You can adjust the setup in middle. You know, you get all this information to use. TSM right now playing a different style, where they're just playing pretty passively. They are now in this round with the limited resources they're working with, just playing with pistols, and they're all towards A. So going for a bit of a gamble here, but it's going to pay off as Virtus.Pro are moving in towards the A bomb site right now. Psyker Pasha in with a quick frag, but the P250 is proving effective. The bomb in hand there for Neo, going to meet his demise at the hands of the P250. And now Pasha and Snacks in a 2-on-2, and Pasha gets the shot. Just in the nick of time, one more bullet, and he would be a very dead man. That nade going to be a bit too short to damage Snacks. The bomb does go down, and Molotoving off one angle, smoking off another. It would seem hopeless for Dupree, but he does have, despite no armor, a kit to work with.
Well, we know what Kenyes can do with no armor.
Pasha might not see this if he... Oh, Dupree does catch the pixel, and Pasha turns around and he gets it with 3 HP. He got 4 kills. Pasha survives at the end of the round, getting 4 kills and having like 3 HP. This man is ridiculous. He's single-handedly just pulling Virtus.Pro out of these horrible situations. And that was a round where TSM had nothing. They just worked with pistols, and they had like one guy with an M4 base.
He's in Kenyes mode.
He is. He's carrying. Certainly got the upper body strength for that. We're going to see Taz over the top. And this round again, we got the smoke in, but we didn't get the player with an AWP to strongly challenge the guy over the top. We didn't get the player in the vents challenging the guys boosting over the top. TSM's presence on middle a little bit shaky there. But Dupree will hold down the vent room for the time being, as they do clean up, and middle's reclaimed.
Cajun B is in the vent itself as well. Bomb is lying outside of B. In a safe place though, TSM will not know its location. And Virtus.Pro maybe looking to thin the numbers of TSM at the moment, as they still have 2 people outside A main. Bomb is rotating over there, as you can see. And he might be left weak. Oh, I think they've bounced the nade off onto the site, in fact. So the information, or some information is there, that at least one player is over here. Pimp gonna take a quick duel as that grenade comes out, so he knows the player's not gonna have his weapon primed. Gets a free kill. No trade coming in because of the angles there. Neo, though, just gonna charge out and show him who's the boss. Still a man advantage here for TSM. The flank indeed is coming in from Cajun B, but can he get there in time? Because here comes the push from Virtus.Pro.
He's gonna, he picks off Dupree long range with the AK, and Bialy comes into play as well. And it's Cajun B on the flank. He's got a good angle for this push. He's unknown in his position. He's got the silencer. He's got all the chances, but the nade is a little bit too far to the left, and that might just show them the trajectory of his approach. But looks like they are none the wiser so far, as Cajun B takes the angles. There it is, the first frag onto Neo. Now Bialy's going to have to peek out sooner or later, but Cajun B's going to chase him down. Does spot him, cat and mouse here around the quad boxes, and he gets the kill. He's got a kit as well. He's going to have the round there for his team, and it's going to be Virtus.Pro that are going to go down one more. They're looking great, but TSM's still hanging on to a lead.
Wasn't it 5-0 at one point?
Yeah, it was, yeah. Yeah, it was.
So from 5-0 to 7-5, so Virtus.Pro definitely closing in on TSM. We're only a round behind, but now TSM make it 2 again. But you can see the money is ropey for both teams. Yeah, the war of attrition has hurt all sides.
And if you're newer to the game, then this is a CT-sided map. It's usually going to be, you're going to say something closer. Actually, it's bears similarities to Mirage in the sense of how CT-sided it can be, but yeah. Pasha trying to be a bit of a nuisance here. He's got a good angle. Gets the shot, of course he does. Pasha is not missing with that AWP at the moment. Taking down Pimp. And yes, the sub for Device. TSM doing quite well with Pimp. Pimp is a really good player. He really is. Genuinely a very good player. And Zipnik's boosted up here. So this could be a pretty huge moment for TSM as Zipnix gets 2 frags. Finally gets eliminated, but Virtus.Pro not set a foot onto the site. It's down to Snacks now to create a distraction for Pasha potentially. But Pasha's hightailing it out of there. He's actually going to try to get a better angle on middle with Snacks. So potentially with 40 seconds left, if Snacks and Pasha can hit the shots here, Pasha's going to have a nice range to work with as he approaches Dupree. Could shut him down at the key moment. He will get the kill. Pasha unable to scope in on the long ranges. Oh, and that's a big difference. If Pasha had an angle with the AWP, double scoped onto the quad boxes, you could probably say goodbye and goodnight to TSM's defense on the A site there, but Dupree saves the day. Yeah,
Dupree was just loitering outside the B bomb site, and it gave him the perfect position to flank through CT mid. That's exactly what he did and cut the Virtus.Pro numbers down to 1, after which it was indeed a formality for TSM. So, 2 rounds remaining, and again, the money was tight for both sides, and it's going to be Virtus.Pro forced onto the eco. Still spread out quite a lot at the moment, but with Tech-9s on the board and P250s, you have to imagine they're going to start to bunch up and go for some close quarters engagements. They're going to try and avoid angles where they could be sprayed down together.
Considering the momentum that Virtus.Pro had, for TSM to be able to hold on like they have is really impressive, to be honest. And that's a good nade, and a lot of the purpose of that nade is actually to potentially highlight players that are in the smoke. And the flashes also have a similar effect, I believe. They know that this is coming, and they've already got 3 players on the setup. TSM now blinding them all. Really good flashes here. It's like only one guy who was not blind as the bat. Got near over the top though, but we do get the cleanup. Snack's gonna go down. And the round is won securely by Solo Mid. Team Solo Mid, they pick up 9. Now they have 5 on their opposition, and they're looking solid to get that 10th one. But they're going to have a good stock of grenades. They won't have the AWP, but they've been playing well without it so far. No AWP for Virtus.Pro either.
Oh, Pasha is also a good rifler, so we'll have to see if he can continue his insane damage output. I wonder what his hit percentage is with the AWP in this match, because it must be up there. But anyway.
So a very standard setup here from TSM. They've got 3 guys on mid. They've got 1 in the vents. I don't know if he's been boosted up just yet. His teammate KGB is actually in on the site, I believe.
No one's boosted at the moment.
Yeah, it's Dupree that's by the event. So we'd like to have Dupree boosted up there, but to support middle, and it's okay that they do have a guy under the boost, and Zipnix is there also in an angle that can allow him to catch guys who are boosting over, and that's exactly what's going to happen. Look at the timing of the fire there. This is good, but they've got to be careful. TSM are going to be in a very dangerous place very soon. And who is it below the boost here? It is going to be Pimp. It's in a key position. Pimp picks up the kill. Only 1 though. Now Zipnik's going to peek onto them.
It's a bomb as well.
Bomb, yeah.
That's a very awkward place for the T's, but they've already picked it up. No fear from these guys. Taz going to charge in, lose the duel. That's a bomb down. And once again, now there's only 2 versus 4. But he's going to be static and just hold the sights now. That's their information down in the mid area, and with Kerrigan the only man holding A, at least he can bank on a timing pushing through mid for about 10 seconds or so, and then there's a question mark as to where these T's are. Misses the shot, but does see the bomb.
Uh-oh, this is bad news here though for Team Solo Mid, because it's going to be a plant for Bialy, and he's going to get himself a 1-on-2 with the bomb down. This is a good situation for him, actually, quite winnable.
I said he saw the bomb, but he didn't see the bomb because it was an 8-main. Please continue.
The bomb was there, I'm pretty sure. Anyway, Bialy able to get the first kill, and he gets the second as well. He knows exactly where they're coming from. And
he made that looks like just another day in the office.
Yeah, Bialy's been amazing this map, and in the last map as well. And you know what? I'm pretty sure that they did see the bomb. I think he just ran it around.
Well, at the time I was talking, he was looking down mid, but the bomb was elsewhere. So I made a mistake on the radar.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. I mean, we have 6 rounds there for Virtus.Pro. So honestly, they're going to be happy with that, considering the position they were in, 5-0 down. But TSM did quite well to do as well as they did. But you point at Snax as frags, but this is where Snax gets the kills. Snax is, unless they've decided to change how Snax plays this map for them, and there's no reason why they should, Snax is the vent man. He is the guy in the position where he defends B quickly, he defends mid, he retakes A. And he's usually the most important player for Virtus.Pro on their CT defenses. So we'll have to see how the start goes for them though with the pistol. KGB already getting pop flashed in there, as we do have Bialy at the back over by the truck, able to get some bullets in, but no frags. It's a free plant here for the Danes, as TSM are going to find themselves in a pretty good situation. KGB's actually cutting players off towards middle as well. But they come up short and up from CT. Virtus.Pro getting closer and closer now. Oh my god, Snax, are you serious? Wow. Gets a jumping USP shot. I don't know if it's going to matter. You can see that Pimp and Snax having a bit of a laugh about that one. And TSM cleaned it up. And some Kukli business right now. And I think Kukli's business, his assets been liquidated, James. He's bankrupt. He's gone.
Kukli Enterprises has been shut down. It's been repossessed. Find his assets at auction.
So,
you could see him. Oh man, I could just see him on like a dusty couch with a suit he's been wearing every day for 5 months. He's lost his tie down. It's all falling apart at Kukli Enterprises.
Kukli Enterprises. All right, we do have TSM now. With their push into the A bomb site, they do have a good situation on the weapons. Of course, winning that pistol round, but new trades coming in here, which is definitely going to be nice for Virtus.Pro to get that damage done. But the bomb's going to go down, and you and Snax, can they really get anything extra here? Well, Snax is the last man standing. He's got that USB in his hand, and he's going to get smoked off and spammed through the smoke. He won't even get to see his attacker as he dies. He will die alone in the smoke. 11-6 as TSM take a really nice start into this one. And this is a start that was absent from Virtus.Pro's side. When they started out, their start was going 5-0 down. TSM were already getting themselves potentially that 3-0 up. They just had to deal with a couple of Deagles and the P250s in action here. And one thing that I like from Virtus.Pro is the decision not to invest in armor. So they have 2 rounds in which they can put in economic damage. Because they have 2 rounds in which they can have the money to buy pistols for that damage. Instead of going pistol armor in 1 round and saying, let's win it now, they're saying, let's just get damage. And there you go. Chunk done to Karrigan. Karrigan, in fact, going to go down as Pasha is able to use that P250 to find a headshot. And that was basically Karrigan just fact-finding. He was looking for where the players were. And we get the rotation coming from Virtus.Pro. Look at this sprint now.
And the CTs as well.
They are looking, Virtus.Pro are almost there, but they are going to be beaten to the chase. It's a great nade there. Big damage done to these players, and you've got to hand it to TSM. They played this well. As you know, Virtus.Pro did this. Virtus.Pro went for the stack. TSM discovered where the stack was. They beat them to the site, and now they're just executing the players one by one. And now we're going to get the buy from Virtus.Pro.
Ooh, Pasha, lots of money in the bank. They are going to want to identify where he is and avoid him or eliminate him, because he is doing big work at the moment. He has got 21 kills. Well, Zipnix and KGB actually are hot on his heels as well, so respect to them. KGB is 20 for 6 at the moment. That is massive. Pimp the sub pulling his weight as well. Always good to see.
Yeah, no, he's probably one of the best all-round players that Denmark has, I think. He's really good. He's really good for sure.
Double AWPs coming out here for Virtus.Pro. Snax.
That old Copenhagen Wolves lineup that did so well.
Snax with the second one. So normally we see Neo playing solo AWP, but he is actually in the vent, so I think he's playing support for the time being. Look at the aggression on the A bomb site. Taz is just a meat grinder. He gets the bomb down. Early information, but with the bomb back in control of the T's. Oh, Pasha, please stop. I can't take this. Two at the same time. I mean, imagine being on the receiving end of this. Just non-stop annihilation by the biceps. If you put a can of sweet corn, for example, Dan, in Pasha's armpit, do you think he could crush it open?
I don't know. Why don't you try? Why don't you go to Milan and try and record it for science?
I may just do that. Well, for now, Virtus.Pro back in the mix. And really, it's interesting to see that Snacks is AWPing the B-bomb site as opposed to Neo. So there have been some adjustments here for Virtus.Pro as Neo. Let's have a look at where he is playing. Well, he's also playing on the B-bomb site, fair enough. It is normally a few rounds into the CT side where they start to do the solo AWP. But interestingly, they're not boosting him into mid either. Into the vent, sorry, to get sight of mid. So different Virtus.Pro we're seeing today on Cash.
You can see that Neo is just tapping away into the smoke there. Obviously, like, if he's able to actually connect some bullets, even if it's just as light as he did there, just, you know, decree down to 78, that counts. Every bit of damage early on is really impactful. So it's good to just use the bullets that you have instead of, you know, dying or ending the round with full. You can avoid it. And that's able to actually take one down on the flank, and like TSM are in some trouble, but Pimp gets 2 frags there onto the bomb site, and Taz has revealed himself, takes the bomber down, and it's all down to Pimp now, the sub, to come in and deal with a 1-on-3 for the ace. As Pimp looks side to side, he knows he is truly doomed, and he slouched against the wall there. Very grim reality for him.
It's a long road to victory here for Virtus.Pro, but they are looking strong as hell to do it. Money is varied on their side, but they are collecting the rounds one by one. They have to be careful. Let's have a look at what Solo Mid are going to do on this eco. Quite spread out at first. Nobody over towards the B-bomb side, but the rest of it, they're just keeping an eye. You saw Carrigan going towards the squeaky door and then coming back. So I think they're making sure there's no flank here. You can see Cajun B getting heavily tagged straight away there, trying to peek mid, and he got some information. So, sorry, people going nuts in the background playing on Face It Pugs. So we can't really complain, Dan. But there we go. Again, there's nobody over towards B for TSM. There's a lot of people loitering around mid. Looks like they may go for a bit of an A play here, possibly a passive position, just in case Taz or Pasha get any ideas and start to go crazy. But I think they know better than to do that, as they will be expecting this eco as well. So next finding the first frag onto Cajun B, getting finished off in mid after being tagged early, and the push starts to come in on the A side. But Pasha gets a frag. Bialy, Taz, only Carrigan remains. He has got a bomb, is trying to plant it.
He knows he's going to die. Trying to dodge.
Puts his mouse on 6400 DPI. And tries to make his hitbox as hard to hit as possible. But still was relatively easy for Virtus.Pro. That's yet another round on the board. Cajun B now with the AWP once again. Only one AWP for Virtus.Pro in this round, actually. So see how the layouts has changed. Snacks and Neo once again going over to B, but again, there is no AWP on their side. This early smoke's going to come out. Quite aggressive position as well, and now Snacks in that position, his second home, the vents.
Snacks to the max. In the vents, he's so potent there. He knows how to play those angles well. And Solo Mid are yet to really make much of a push or a call as to what they're doing. They're just spreading out along the width of the map, trying to take some early map control. And there's Cajun B. He gets the pick onto Neo. So now they have some options to work with. They know that Virtus.Pro have to basically replace the presence of that man towards B, that they can't really have a stacked defense pretty much anywhere at this point. So teams can often go for that delayed mid-take in spots like this because they know that the CTs are likely first going to sacrifice mid-control in spots like this to make sure that if a fast push comes with 5 players, they can deal with it. So you can see one of the nades up here to actually get at least 1 or 2 players into middle. So that's going to give them the options for the A or the B split. And
Ooh, they've gone for a fake this time with those smokes.
And if TSM leave a player in B storage or attack B vents that they are, this is really going to stop these rotating players. And if they get the frags, even better, but it's actually not looking so good for them. Snacks picks up the kill into Karrigan. Meanwhile, it has to be that TSM on the A side, they have to execute here, and it's a really bad situation. Zipnik's barely able to save it. Last man standing on the A site as his teammate, Dupree, is in middle. Was previously there tasked with keeping those players stuck in the B-bomb site, and he did that just for long enough, but now it's a 1-on-2 for Zipnix as they charge up short. At least now he knows exactly where they are. They don't have a beat on his position just yet. It's a great angle that he is hiding in at the moment. And he gets the quick shot onto Snacks. They know where he is. Is he just going to go for the hold? Taz is holding. Oh, and he's going to go down. Gets eliminated by Zipnix. And that is a very crucial one for them to win, as they get just enough money to keep the buys going. They lost so many players, but the problem is that Virtus.Pro not done yet. They still got cash in the bank, and TSM actually going to go for that full buy, but you can see it's really straining for them.
Okay, so the orb coming out onto Pasha. Once again, let's have a look at his position on this occasion. Look at the aggression there. He is holding a pretty tight angle. Now, look, now it's Pasha playing solo B, while the rest of his teammates rotate elsewhere. So it's another change of tactics here from Virtus.Pro. You can see Neo and Snax just joining Taz with passive positions towards the mid area. TSM, though, stacking up towards the A site. Pasha going for information, which will allow his teammates to push towards A. Taz is in a very strong position. There's sight the bomb as well as 2 frags. Gets a third one as well. Only Cajun B remains. This is not good at all for TSM. Their money was stretched as it was. And now with only 1 frag on 1 Virtus.Pro player, their money will blossom. While TSM's money will just be sand and dust.
That's not really money, though.
I suppose it's not, Dan.
I guess you could say that they in their pockets.
I was going.
Pockets is only lint. That's like a James
knives
thing.
and lint. Knives and lint. That's a Batman reference, Dan. But I was going for kind of greenery and growth, Dan. Blossoming flowers, and only sand, arid landscape, no water. But I couldn't make the connection, Dan. I couldn't do the English.
I can't word. It's going to be a pretty easy cleanup here against these pistolas. Tata's going to pick up one on Karrigan, and it's just Pimp now. So once they clean this up, we get another buy from TSM. But rounds like this, because they're so clean, keep Virtus.Pro off ecos if TSM win. And that's like the crucial point here. That's actually what part of the reason why there is this concept of momentum in CS. Because it's not just momentum from the aspect of like psychological, like we feel good, we're getting all the frags, we're winning the rounds. There is that, but there's also the economic momentum, and that's what Virtus.Pro have stilted.
Yeah, something Sean Garres or Sean Gears or Mr. Universe.
Garres!
Mr. Universe, as Thorin calls him, was talking about with regards to MR3 16K, how Starladder do it. He says it kind of ruins the economy of CS. It's an economy-based game, and you don't get rewarded as Ts for eliminating all the CCs. But that's another conversation for another day. As a viewer, I think I want to see Carnage, but I do think he raises a very good point there.
Well, there's another point to be raised as well, but we're going to see Pasha picking up the frag onto Cajun B.
Yeah, Cajun B just felt Pasha's point from his AWP.
Thank you for the clarification.
Those sharp bullets sending him packing once again.
So Cajun B's on the bench as the rest of his team try to find a way to get an edge into the round. And there you go, Karrigan going to pick off Taz. Quick bullet to their heads. As Snacks moves in, he's going to be unexpected by Dupree. And he will find the frag. Oh, that was a good tag onto Bialy. Snacks still holding down middle though. And the problem for TSM is they are running out of time. They need to go for this play, and they need to go for it now. Because otherwise, if they commit themselves with 10 seconds left, it's not going to end well. It's going to end in tears. Salty Danish tears. And we're going to have Pasha on the back. Takes down Pimp. They go for that split onto A. But again, no time, no way. The Virtus.Pro on point. 12 to 13, and they are on eco again. What
a comeback here by Virtus.Pro. Again, they are on the favoured side, but I think they had like, was it 6 rounds they had in the first half? It's a long, hard slog, and you have to be really consistent. And you know, You can't let your mind slip for a moment, because that could be the difference
It's,
between winning and losing.
It's
So
a much better catch than I expected from TSM, I must say. I must say.
I must say, it must be said. Oh yes, pass me the crumpets.
I don't have any crumpets, James.
I was gonna never mind. Let's just not talk about crumpets anymore. I think we said enough.
Crumpets are pretty good though. But we're not on the Cubs. No Cubs. Here we go though. It's going to be a very meaty meal here for Neo, but he's not going to be able to digest it. It's going to be Zipnix who does take him down as we have a 4-on-4 situation. They're going to get the bomb planted, but only a weapon on Pimp. He's actually the lowest health player of their lineup. Zipnix gets the free one. You know he is. He tries to go for the weapon. Pretty greedy play, and he gets punished as Virtus.Pro swing on in now. And TSM could buy on after this round anyway, but now they will be able to buy all the nades, all the AKs, all the armors, and maybe even an AWP.
Dan, they're going to the boutique. No more charity shop. They want the Manolo shoes. And out they come. So if TSM lose this round, then what?
Well, I don't know. The first they have to get past 3 AWPs. Let's see if they can do that.
Wow.
Triple AWP.
3 AWPs.
This is
triple
very,
AWP.
this is very Australian.
How do you say 3 in Polish? Somebody tweet me. I should know that, but I don't.
This is very Australian. We saw the Australians doing this all the time. Like there's actually, I think.
Oh, I do remember. Yeah, but they did it on against an eco round, and then they just couldn't retake.
They just did it. There's
right?
no thought past that. Just do it. That's how they roll.
I want to do it. I want to do it. Just do it. You know, I know how to spell Dzień dobry.
All right. That's good to know. We do have the rounds right now looking like it's about to explode as TSM are ready to go with the top and middle. Taz is there for the spot, and in come the grenades here as they try to make their way in for the push. Got 3 players in main. They go over the top and middle as well for that split up short. I mean, they know what's going on here. They're pretty ready for this. Pasha, though, gets tagged down low. It doesn't get taken out. That might be a horrible realization as their sniper is still alive. And you know what? All 3 snipers stay alive. And TSM get nothing on that push. They just got a couple frags. They needed more than that. But they had enough cash left over on the last round thanks to the bomb plant. That, and combined with their loss bonus, they have a strong buy again. No warps this time. They're going to hit up the AKs. They know that there's a bunch of warps on the side of Virtus.Pro, so they might play against this now. Looking for that B play, it looks like. They're just going to rush in. Oh my god, what happened? Thanks, GoTV.
Well, I was going to say that in the previous round, one of the TSM players got pinned to the wall like he got shot by Legolas, but never mind, because the entire round skipped and...
in Painkiller, you could do that as a stake gun. You could stake people to the wall.
I think we know what this means, unfortunately.
For those of you who play Painkiller.
I only played it once.
You don't even know what it is, do you?
Of course I do.
You heathen.
I played Painkiller. I played through the entire game, but I only played one player.
One player, you mean single player?
One player, single player.
Just a fighting game guy.
Solo. Solo mode, Dan. I was solo mode.
Alright, so we got TSM with a quick kill there. Looking to try to tie this game up here, and it's a good... They actually have a good chunk of map control here now, with middle completely under control. They got a short as well, but their push into a main completely cut off. TSM, they're disjointed. They're not able to synergize, and it is instead Virtus.Pro picking up the kills here. You have Dupree trying to get an effort going. They get the bomb down on B in all the madness, in all the rotation of Virtus.Pro, but they are mad. They're angry. Neo up on heaven. Toss in that incendiary. It's going to eliminate some potential positions. Snacks picks up one frag. It's, I was going to say it's down occasion B, but
GoTV.
Snacks is going to cue the GGs up, as it is now going to be Virtus.Pro 16. Their opponents, TSM, the Danes, they have 13 rounds.